Recently, energy stocks have gone through a correction, with the broader sector declining by about 10%. However, I remain very bullish on energy stocks over the long term, and I'm not alone, as numerous billionaire investors such as Berkshire Hathaway's Warren Buffett, legendary hedge fund manager Leon Cooperman, and Citadel Capital's Ken Griffin have all been buying energy stocks quite aggressively. In this video, I'm going to discuss why they are so bullish on energy, what stocks they've been buying recently in the sector, as well as what some of my favorite energy stocks are to buy right now. Hi everyone, this is Samuel. I run High Yield Investor, the top-ranked investing group on Seeking Alpha, and I specialize in dividend investing. I recently launched my YouTube channel in order to share my unique approach to dividend investing with a larger audience, and I need your help to make it a success. So if you could please like this video, comment below what you think of the energy sector right now and what some of your top picks of the moment are, and also subscribe to my channel so you can catch future videos as I put them out each week. I'd be greatly appreciative. Thank you very much. The long-term bull thesis for energy really boils down to four factors. First of all, a lot of capital in recent years has gone away from hydrocarbons and towards renewable power energy investment. This is because of ESG-motivated capital shifts, which has led to significant underinvestment in the hydrocarbon energy sector for quite some time. However, now with interest rates rising significantly, which in turn has created, in some cases, a prohibitive cost of capital for some renewable energy investors, such as NextEra Energy Partners, they've now had to dial back their growth investment ambitions, which now leaves a major potential deficit in energy development along the renewable energy lines, which means that hydrocarbons now are going to have to step up to fill in that gap. And this should create a more favorable environment in terms of demand and pricing for hydrocarbon energy. The second big reason why I'm so bullish on energy over the long term is because of the global geopolitical situation. First of all, with Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and now with the global lines becoming increasingly fractured, with Russia and Iran, who are major oil exporters, becoming increasingly disconnected from the Western and developed economies, instead aligning themselves more with China. Meanwhile, you have Japan, South Korea, Australia, Europe, the United States, Canada, who are now all aligned against those powers. And so other forms of hydrocarbon energy production outside of Russia and Iran are becoming increasingly essential, especially in North America. And so for these reasons, energy should have a very bright future. The third reason why I'm bullish on energy over the long term is simply because with the boom in artificial intelligence and the continued growth in global populations, especially in developing economies with their economic growth, demand for energy is going to increase because all these data centers that are being built to run these sophisticated, increasingly sophisticated artificial intelligence models, energy demand is going to boom. And so with hydrocarbons are going to need to step up to fill that gap, especially natural gas is a very popular solution for that problem. And so that's also going to drive significant energy demand over the long term. And the fourth and final reason why I'm bullish on energy over the long term is simply because it's been proven to be a very effective inflation hedge. Now, inflation does seem to be gradually receding here in the short term, but over the long term, you have major trends that could be driving higher inflation, such as the runaway spending in the U.S. Congress and really all Western nations, but especially in the United States, is going to really hurt the dollar, in addition to de-dollarization that's going on through the increasingly fractured global geopolitical environment with groups like BRICS trying to move away from the dollar, especially led by China. And so for those reasons, the dollar will likely decline in value over the long term, and that's going to cause energy prices to rise. And so that's another reason to be bullish on energy. Now, in the short term, there is concern that if we do slide into a recession, or even a depression, and if, say, for example, China were to invade Taiwan, it would likely plunge the world into a depression. But if that were to happen, yes, it might hurt energy demand in the short term, and energy stocks may suffer some. But over the long term, I'm very bullish on energy for due to the trends that I just mentioned. And again, type of energy stocks that I'm investing in and these billionaires are investing in, they have very strong balance sheets and quality production areas or assets that are going to be able to weather any short-term economic hardship. And over the long term, they should do just fine as investments. So what are billionaires buying right now? Warren Buffett has been loading up on Occidental Energy, as should be no secret to anyone who follows him. And so now he owns a very large percentage of the company, and he continues to add more shares in the company. Ken Griffin of Citadel, meanwhile, has recently loaded up on Hess, which is another energy production company. And it seems like he's trying to potentially take advantage of some arbitrage there if the Chevron acquisition ends up going through. But at a minimum, he clearly believes that Hess has some, even if that doesn't work out, potentially some long-term attractive prospects for the reasons we just mentioned. Finally, Leon Cooperman has been loading up on midstream stocks like Enterprise Products Partners, Energy Transfer, and a few others. And so he's clearly very bullish on the midstream segment. What about me? I'm actually with Leon Cooperman. I agree that midstream is especially attractive. Now, over the long term, I do think that the energy production companies may turn out to be excellent investments because, again, they benefit the most from price increases and demand increases over time. And so I think Buffett playing the long game, Griffin maybe is doing a short-term arbitrage, but maybe also looking towards the long term. I think those guys will do just fine. However, for me, I am not an expert at forecasting, near-term or even medium-term movements and energy prices. Instead, I liked the stable and highly predictive cash flows that companies like Enterprise Products Partners, Energy Transfer, Enbridge, and others generate. And so they're much easier for me to value and model, especially because they pay out such high distribution yields. They don't need to generate a ton of growth to reach that double-digit annualized total return threshold, especially if I'm buying on a value basis. I can count on some valuation multiple expansion as being very likely over time. And so that's going to further juice my return. And so when you combine that with their very strong balance sheets, investment grade credit ratings, I think that they offer a very, very attractive risk-adjusted return profile over time, especially given the reasons that I just shared. So there you have it. Yes, energy has pulled back right now, especially the production companies, but even some of the midstreams have pulled back. But I personally think that this is an incredible buying opportunity, and so do these billionaires. And so, for those reasons, I'm loading up on midstream stocks. Others are loading up on energy production stocks. I think both are great buys right now. If you found this video to be useful for you in your dividend investing journey, please give this video a like, share your thoughts on energy and perhaps some of your favorite picks of the moment, or why you don't like energy, perhaps, in the comments below. And make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can get future updates on dividend investing that span the various sectors and the various topics within dividend investing. Thank you very much. See you next time.